Right now, some lawmakers are turning up the pressure on President Obama. They're urging him to fire a government watchdog that former President Bush got in office, then refused to fire. Why should you care? Because some say this watchdog could waste up to $1 billion of your taxpayer money. Our CNN Special Investigations Unit correspondent Abby Boudreau has this exclusive report. What's going on, Abby?
Well, Wolf, the new money designated for NASA is reigniting an old controversy about the Inspector General. He's responsible for making sure NASA spends all of its money wisely, but critics say that's just not happening.
The bipartisan criticism of Robert Moose Cobb has been blistering.
Apparently, Mr. Cobb thought that he was supposed to be the lapdog rather than the watchdog of NASA.
Congressman Bart Gordon says he's worried there's no one to keep watch over the way NASA will spend the extra $1 billion it will get from the stimulus package.
His own peers said that he wasn't doing his job, that he didn't understand the audit process, and that he was not carrying out the investigation process.
Gordon, who chairs the House Committee on Science and Technology, and fellow Democrat Brad Miller sent a letter to President Obama calling for him to fire Cobb. The letter reads, NASA cannot afford another 4 years with an ineffective Inspector General. Citing a December GAO report about NASA, the letter states Cobb's office was one of the least productive, and NASA's audit operation is not working.
Inspector General are the first line of defense against the waste of taxpayers' money. And if he's not doing his job and you stick another $1 billion into it, then you just know that there's another $1 billion that there could be a lot of waste of it.
A 2006 investigation by a Presidential Integrity Committee found Cobb engaged in abuse of authority and had a close relationship with the former NASA administrator that compromised his independence, playing golf and traveling together on NASA aircraft for official business. Cobb declined a CNN interview, but he appeared before a joint House-Senate committee in 2007 to defend himself.
At NASA, I have taken the responsibilities of office under the Inspector General Act seriously and without compromise to root out and prevent fraud, waste, and abuse.
Several former employees told the committee a different story, how Cobb routinely called his staff names we cannot use on TV.
In an ensuing monologue, loudly peppered with profanities, Mr. Cobb insulted and ridiculed me.
That joint committee asked President Bush to remove Cobb. That never happened.
President Obama needs to replace Mr. Cobb as quickly as possible with someone that can do the job.
We contacted the Obama administration, and officials there had no immediate comment on the calls for Cobb to be fired. We also asked Cobb's spokesperson whether Cobb was prepared to oversee the extra $1 billion from the stimulus package, but he would not comment. Wolf.
I take it this has been a campaign against them for some time now, at least the past couple of years. But given the fact there's a new president, a new administration, that's why it's sort of been revived right now? Is that's what's going on, Abby?
Exactly, and we know that those lawmakers did submit that letter to President Obama, so it will be interesting to find out over the next couple of months or over the next period of time how President Obama will handle this. There is a lot of smoke there. We'll see what the president does about this, if anything.
He's got a lot on his plate, as we know.